Houston Real Estate Radio.
Welcome back. You are listening to Houston Real Estate Radio. I'm your host, Shannon Register, talking with you today about veteran benefits when you want to purchase real estate. If you have a question you would like answered, you can call us any day or night, anytime, 281-882-8088, and you can listen for your answers on Sundays from 2 to 3 p.m. here on the show. That's when we'll answer all of the previous week's questions. So for second segment, we have joining us now Jerry Patterson. He's the chairman of the Texas Veterans Land Board. And welcome to the show, Jerry.
Well, it's good to be here, Shannon.
Well, we would like to, since it's Memorial Day weekend, we want to talk about the Texas Veterans Land Board and what you guys have to offer.
Well, I'd be happy to let folks know what benefits are offered for Texas veterans. And I think most veterans know about the Veterans Administration and their federal benefits and the GI Bill and a VA loan program, but they don't know about what Texas does for veterans. And this, this idea started in 1837, back when we gave land to veterans of our War of Independence. And of course, we ran out of land to give away. But in the 1940s, at the end of World War II, the land commissioner at the time started the program for land loans. Just buying dirt. And then that evolved into what it is today. Today we do home loans, we do land loans, we have long-term care nursing homes, we have state veteran cemeteries, and veterans don't know much about it, but I'll just give you a little quick synopsis of really interesting or very positive news is we just increased our loan limit for homes, for example, to $417,000. Our loan limit for land has been increased to $100,000. And the great news about our home loans is you can use your VA or conventional or FHA, combine it with one of our Veterans Land Board loans, and essentially what happens is, in effect, we buy the rate down. Currently, the interest rate is 3.2%.
Wow, that's fantastic. 3.26 fixed. Wow, that's a great interest rate. And I totally agree with you. A lot of veterans don't know that this is available for them. Is this for any veterans in the state, or is it for veterans that are from Texas and return to Texas?
It is for Texas veterans, and that's described as you are living here with the intention to make Texas your permanent home.
Okay.
So you don't have to have been born here. You don't have to have entered the armed forces from Texas. Mm-hmm. If you were discharged here, or if you were stationed here currently, active duty. And it also includes reservists and National Guard members, because our criteria is 90 days of active duty, and that's cumulative days. Doesn't have to be consecutive. So
wow.
If you've been in the Guard or Reserve, you're eligible for Texas Veterans Land Board benefits. And you need to know about it. And like I said, the interest rate currently, we change the rate every Friday, but the interest rate right now is 3.28%. And, of course, you can do an FHA, VA, conventional, combine it with the Veterans Land Board.
And what about spouses and widows and children? Are they eligible for any of these benefits?
Surviving spouses are eligible if the member died on active duty. Okay. So there's eligible, and the children are not eligible, but surviving spouses are eligible if the member died on active duty. I'm trying to think of what else I'm missing. We have some other additional discounts if a veteran is more than 30% disabled,
mm-hmm.
A service-connected disability, then it's another 0.5% lower. So right now, if you're a disabled veteran that's more than 30% disabled, the VLB will loan at 2.78% up to $417,000. Of course, you have to qualify for the loan. It's like any other
sure.
loan.
Right. Yeah, you still have to have good credit, good income. Right.
Yes.
Well, it is a great program, and it's a great thing for us to really put it out there for the public to know about it, because I do feel that a lot of people don't know about it. Will any lender participate in this program, or are there just certain lenders? And if it is just certain, how do we find them?
Well, you can go to our website, texasveterans.com, and the lenders that we have lenders that you can get information about them. But
okay.
Virtually any lender that has a brain will participate. And I have to tell you, there was a stigma associated with the Veterans Land Board and Homes that was 40 years ago. I mean, back then we were slow. And back then we were only land loans. And some folks haven't quite recognized. And we started marketing to to lenders, to realtors. Because we found out if we market to the lenders and the realtors, they can help that veteran. Because the veteran will come in and, I'm a veteran, and he doesn't really know, or she doesn't really know the difference between the Veterans Land Board, the VA. But if the realtor knows, or the mortgage lender knows, or the the people in the business are the ones that generally tell the veteran about this additional benefit you get from the Texas Veterans Land Board.
Well, I know as a realtor, I've gone through the Texas Veterans Land Board training, and it's a fantastic training that you guys offer. I know y'all came right here to our office and trained all of our agents, and it's a great program. And then when people do go to the website, they can find not only a lender that participates, but also a realtor, because our realtors are on the site as well. So it's easy for a vet to go in and find exactly who they need to work with in their area, because I believe it's divided by zip codes, isn't it?
I think you can access it via zip code. I haven't bought a house with a VLB in about 9 years, so I don't know what the current. No, I've never used it. Well, I've used it. I used it when I bought the house I currently have in 2004.
What about refinance? Can you use it when you're refinancing?
No, do not use it's purchase only.
Okay, so
refinance.
Purchasing land, homes, or doing a home equity loan.
Or doing home equity or home improvement loan, yes. It's not a home equity, but a home improvement. We have the same rate for home improvement. And that's up to $25,000. And again, it would be the same rate as the home purchase loan, which is currently 3.28.
Wow, that's amazing. So someone could get a home improvement loan to put a pool in the backyard and only pay a little over 2% interest on it?
3.28.
3.28, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, what a deal.
Now, the land loans, I want to talk about that just a little bit, and that's what started in the program in 1946. The Veterans Land Board didn't get into home loans until the early 80s, but in 1946, we were loaning veterans returning from World War II to buy land. And back then, Texas was still, substantially agriculture, so we still did the land loan program, but it's changed.
And it was a lot of land. I mean, you had to be buying many acres. Is that correct?
Well, yeah. Of course, back then you could buy a lot of acres for a little money, but now that's not the case. But now we've changed the program. We loan up to $100,000, and you have to buy a minimum of 1 acre size. It can be anything over an acre, but it has to be at least an acre.
And we have a lot of neighborhoods out in the suburbs that have 1 acre of land lots available to build a house on, and you're still considered in a neighborhood. So it's a fantastic program. And tell us how the program is funded.
Well, we issue bonds. The state of Texas Veterans Land Board, we issue bonded indebtedness. They are the highest bond rating that you can have, so therefore they pay the lowest interest rate. Therefore, it allows us to save veterans even more money. And then the veterans, we loan money. Veterans pay their bills. They're a very good credit risk, and we continue to reissue bonds and retire bonds. So the point I think you were getting to, and I appreciate you reminding me, is that this program doesn't cost Texas taxpayers anything.
Right.
There's no general revenue appropriation. It's all done with bonded indebtedness. Veterans make their payments, and we service the bonded indebtedness. And when we need to, we reissue new bonds. Our land loan program is I made mention it's a minimum acre up to $100,000. Our interest rate is fixed at 7.25% for up to 30 years, and we require 5% down. Now, I think you can probably find an interest rate lower than 7.25%. But it will not be fixed for 30 years. It'll be something that's 5 years or 10 years, and you've got to come up or refinance it at the end of that period. We may be lowering that land loan interest rate because interest rates are so low now. We might be looking at lowering that.
Be a little bit more competitive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can you have more than one loan out at a time? So could you? Okay, yes. So you could buy. You could use the program for buying a house and then go buy some acreage. You can have more than one at a time.
That's, you can have a land loan, home loan. You can even have a home improvement loan, all of them at the same time. You can't have more than one land loan or more than one home loan.
Okay, so one of each.
Yeah,
okay.
You can have them all at the same time.
Okay, all right. And do you know of any other states that offer anything close to this? Because this is the only state where I've heard of a program like this. Do you know of any other states that do this for their veterans?
There's other states that have state veteran programs, but none of them are that I'm aware of are loan programs. Some of them have a cash payment after a veteran returns from military service. Some of them have, additional educational benefits. Of course, Texas has some of that too. But
Right.
We're the only one that has that I'm aware of that has the home loan program and a land loan program.
Okay. Well, we have about a minute left. Quickly, tell us the Texas Veterans Land Board website and help so that people at home can find more information about it.
You can just go TexasVeterans.com. TexasVeterans, all one word.com. You can call us at 1-800-252-VETS. That's 252-VETS. But the website is best. It's a really good website. It'll tell you the current interest rate, the eligibility criteria. You can print out the application forms. You can everything. You can get really started on that website, TexasVeterans.com.
Fantastic. All right, we have to go to a quick break, and then we'll be back right after this to talk with the president of Building Homes for Heroes.